Hi folks, here we are out in Iola, Wisconsin, and this is going to be a two-part series. It's a big swap meet, car corral, all kinds of stuff. So we will do a separate video for the car corral and everything, but the swap meet will be two videos, so catch them both. And we're going to walk around, show you what there is, show you prices and information on stuff, and talk about things a little bit. So enjoy the video, and we'll just start walking about where we are here. We're way out in the front corner. Got an Oldsmobile convertible here. Good looking Olds. I don't see any information on that one. But like we mentioned, we will, when we see information on them, we'll show you. But as far as making a video, it's hard to ask somebody about every item that we see here. Got a cool old bus, that's their flea market mobile. But as you can see, it gets pretty busy here. This is a Thursday, so it's the first official day here. We got here yesterday and we're setting up. We got a Chevy pickup up there, $3,800 is the price. I'll show you the phone number there. There's all the information on that one. Long box. Well, we'll just kind of walk along, show you all the different stuff. There's lots of different things here, anywhere from antique cars to classic cars to muscle cars, you name it. You can see the car corral across the street there. And we are going to do that on a separate video. There's a Chevy cab there. Got a little Pontiac station wagon here. Price is $9 grand on that. There's your phone number. Looks like a pretty solid patina car. Get around the back. Yeah, it has a North Dakota license plate, so hence the lack of rust. You can see the bottom edges there. Good looking little Pontiac. Yeah, this swap meet, you're liable to find anything and at any price. You know, there's so many people at a place like this. I get comments once in a while say, oh, the prices are too high at a place. Well, if they got 3,000 vendors and all 3,000 people are too high and you are the only one that feels it's worth less, well then maybe the connecting factor is the one that thinks it's worth less. Not that everything here is a giveaway, but there's prices all over the board. So to say generically that everything is too high is pretty difficult to do, especially without seeing conditions on things and stuff like that. And these guys get all kinds of Mopar air cleaners here. $6.95 on the 340 6-pack, $275 on that one, $200 on that one. Depends which ones they are. $40 on that one if you need a cheaper one. There's all kinds of little motorbikes. 67 Suzuki runs for $2 grand. $1,500 on this one. $1,000 on that one. All Suzukis. And this one's $2 grand as well. All in nice shape. Look like they're ready to ride. Jump across the aisle. Got a couple cars over here. And we got GT6 Triumph. Parts there, doors. Got a Firebird here. This one's $2,800. Here's your information. Runs and drives, no brakes, has title. Some rips in the seats, but all original. Pretty decent condition. I don't see a price on the other one there. And he's got all kinds of square body stuff here. Other Chevy fenders. Got a short box pickup up here. We'll check that out. These fenders here, pretty solid ones. 150, 125. This one's $6,250. This is all your information. Texas truck. 1983. So a lot of different square body stuff right there. That's kind of a cool little vending machine there. $350 with a stand or a base on it to stand it up. This Coke sign here is $250. $50 on that fan. That's kind of a cool fan there. 5-gallon jug there. Price on that's $150. So you do see some, you know, antiques and collectibles at a thing like this, but it's mostly automotive. But whenever you go to an automotive swap meet, you usually see lots of toys and bicycles and signs and stuff like that as well. Got all kinds of axles here. And here is a GMC column for a hydromatic. You can see the automatic shifter. That's the steering column for advanced design, but you don't see the hydromatic ones too often. Anyway, we're down in the front field, and the other video we'll do will be up in the back field, which is up on the hill. Anybody that's ever been here before. This guy's got all kinds of Mustang stuff there. Shelby stuff, high performance, Mach 1, all that. If you need his information, there it is right there. He's got all kinds of different Mustang trim and mechanical parts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you didn't even see him. You bonehead.
All kinds of gauge clusters up there at the end. Door panels, you name it. Hoods over there, doors. So if you're looking for Mustang stuff, give this guy a ring. This is still the same guy here. Got more Mustang stuff. There's a quarter panel, convertible top mechanism. He's got transmissions and stuff. Here's a 72 R code, 4-speed there, $1,500. 400 on that one. There's wheels and all kinds of stuff. You name it. Good looking little pedal car here. 800 Turnpike, it says on it. Looks like that one's been restored. Gauge clusters, you get $40 a piece on those two gauges there, the round ones. 54 Ford speedometer there for $50. 150 on the Chevy hubcap set. Here's a neat little mobile can, upper lube, $30 on that. These go on a 41 Ford pickup, $20 for the pair, on the side of the hood. And I think one on the dash as well. $100 on the flathead heads, $1,000 on this 63 Corvette transmission. And you can see people buying stuff. Look at that little Model T cart. See if I can get over here so you can see it going out the gate there. Different little, I don't know if it's off of a carnival ride or what it was. Kind of a cool cart though. This one's got all kinds of different toys and stuff. Got a cool custom Tonka there. It's a 57 Tonka, but a later tanker. Tell 57 by the hood scoop. That's the only year with the hood scoop. And he's got some hurdles here. Those are painted up like John Deere haulers. 130 on that one. Got some cool stuff. That's usually the booths I like to go on, just kind of a mishmash of stuff, and hopefully you can find something that not everybody knows every little thing about every different type of item, so you might be able to find something that somebody's not aware of. Here's a Model A speedometer, $65 on that. Not sure what that is. If that's a stencil maker or what it is. $250 on it. Here's a cool light here. A Do-Ray. 125 on that, new all stock, and it's got unusual brackets that mount 4 different mounts. I wonder if that goes in the grill of like a 49 Ford. I bet that's what that is. And you take out your grill bullet and put that in there. Yep, that's exactly what it is right there. I was gonna say I didn't recognize one with the 4 mounts like that. It's kind of unusual. Got some more pedal cars here. 200 on the Dragnet. That's kind of cool. 225 on the red one. Here's what's left of a shell sign. Looks like it was in a fire, and it's still in the top portion. $300 on it. Model A sedan here. 29 2-door. 8,500 they want for that. 300 on that sign there. And we got a bunch of 10, 20.
No, they're physically.
Do not enter is 40, but they're mostly cheaper road signs. Here's a nice looking short box Ford here. Currently not for sale. I guess that one's just for show. This guy's making all the keys. He'll cut you keys here if you come in. They'll cut them right here at the show. $5 a piece on the Minnesota plates.
Oh, it is price. Oh, sorry.
All kinds of different old toys. Here's a Dodge truck.
There you go.
A couple Dodge truck parts here.
There is. There's a special
$5 speedometer. And a $3
I'll tell you, I don't know.
parking light. That one's got a little rust on the edge, but still not a bad piece.
Yeah.
Got it.
There's usually something we miss, though.
That's a cool sign there. Mica axle grease 175. Early tin sign. Got some steam whistles there. Yeah, I just bought the speedometer. Can't turn that up for $5. That's a pretty cool train there. $2.50. It's a handmade wooden train. This is a cool sign, Maxwell, but I got a hole cut right in the middle. 2 1/4. There's some nice early fishing tackle there. Anyway, got some cool stuff there. It's all kinds of torch gauges. We've had those quite a few times. The oxygen tanks, airplane from World War II. They're popular to use on hot rods and stuff. $10 on the ashtray. That ain't too bad.
Yeah. I've got, I cleaned out.
Yeah, we got a couple more motorcycles back in here. BMW and a BSA. 3K, or this one says they sell for 10K. He wants 3K. 72 BMW. I always thought those were cool with the big engine right there. And this is the BSA. This is more of a dirt bike.
Gene Clark's bike is still in there.
There's your information there, $5 grand.
Oh, really?
Mopar says on that fender, $60. There's some Willys Jeep door garnishes there, $55 for a Willys Jeep truck. That's what a lot of the stuff they have there. There's a bunch of Willys parts. There's an advanced design door for $100 1/4. There's some 34 Ford fenders back there. Some 31 Chevy stuff. Set of wheels there.
Oh, really?
$5.50 for the radiator with the grill shell. 35 Chevy set of wheels here. 5 wheels for $175. Cheap enough. Well, there's a lot of different motorcycles and dirt bikes here. There's a Kawasaki. That looks like kind of a good original condition. $3 grand on this one. Yamaha, $650. $3,700 on that Suzuki. Got all kinds of parts and pieces of them back there. Fuel tanks and stuff. $3,900 on that one. That's pretty cool. Little AMC Spirit. You don't see those around much anymore. That one's really nice condition as well. Physical fitness coordination muscle tone. It's a little step that you can take with you and just keep stepping up and down. It's kind of funny. Made in Wisconsin too. Old school right there. Let's get a whole collection of them. There's 2 more back there. All new old stock. I don't imagine those were too popular. New old stock. Ford dash bezel there for $350 in the original box. Some old road signs. You get the newer ones are kind of smooth like that, and the other ones are stamped. They're older. All kinds of cool stuff here. Looks like they got the Boy Scouts or something hauling stuff for people. That guy's about to have an engine hauled out to his car for him. There's another bike here, parts bike. Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of signs and advertising. $4,800 on the Ford one there. This is a nice one here, a little flange AC service. $9.95 on that. But he's got all kinds of different signs and oil cans. These are nice oil racks here. $8.50 on that one. That's kind of an unusual one with the tin on it. $3,400 on the Texaco. Got some cool stuff though. How you doing? Yale tires. $23.50 on the Phillips 66. Yeah, And he's got a few on this side. Mohawk tires, Armstrong tires, 1,500 on that. USL batteries. That's kind of cool. Oh, here comes there's the advertisements over the intercom. Get kind of loud over here.
Remove your
150 on that. That's pretty cool.
for the singing.
Well, they just did the national anthem, but anyway, look at this guy's shirt. That's pretty cool. The Ham's beer. Just thought that was a cool shirt. Nice little golf cart over there. It's an older one. $50 on a pair of wheels. Wolf's Head can there for $40. All kinds of die cast here. And jump across the aisle. Got a little coupe over here. 3-window Buick. This one is 20,000. 81,000 miles. There's your phone number. Pretty nice little Buick coupe though, with the 3-window body. And the Buick has a straight 8 under the hood. There it is. It's had a repaint, obviously. That's not a stock color, but it's a nice looking car right there. And we got 4,500 on the sign pole here, Golf. No base on it. 2 1/4 on the Loobsters there, big ones too. They're about 5 feet tall.
Do what she says and I'll get back.
Yeah, very good.
There's an International Metro grill here. If you need one of those, it's a hard item to find. $375.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I don't have that roll. I can pistol.
APCO $950 on that one.
Exactly.
$2,500 on the Enco. $2,600 on the Mobile. Nice big gas station signs. I have the same Conoco here. This one's $1,300. It's a porcelain. 100 1/4 on the 4H sign. All kinds of cool advertising there. This oil rack is pretty cool too. Yeah, we'll just scoot along here, catch it all. So as we mentioned, this is going to be a 2-part series, and the reason we decided to do that is just because it's so large, it's hard to do this all in one video. So if we make a 2-part deal out of the swap meet, we can show you a little more. 1,100 on the T10 rebuilt. Oldsmobile stuff, Cutlass, some other Chevy stuff there too, but a lot of old stuff in that booth. Jump across here to this side, got all kinds of gas pumps and stuff here. Sold on that Loobster, 150. And we got 1,850 on that one.
Exactly. As long as it's beautiful, what happened to the rest? Yeah. Well, I can only pay this much to get done.
Yeah, a cool little
Just a regular.
crawler tractor there, $50. And it looks like somebody made their own homemade driver, a wooden driver. Yeah, we got all kinds of high performance stuff here. Here's the guy's name if you need them. Blowers and stuff. There's a bunch more gas pumps. Look at the 36 Ford nose here. It's got the hood and the grill. $975 on that. And all kinds of gas pumps here. $275 on the John Deere. $2,400 on, or no, well, there's two prices. $39.50. Oh, that says for a pair. There's a pair of these. There's another one behind it. $39.50 for the pair of those pumps there. $2,500 on that Conoco that's been rebuilt. There's some early curbside ones here for $2 1/4 a piece. Cheap enough. That one's a Bowser. That's kind of one of the inventors of the gas pump. It goes way back. Bowser Company. There's an unusual grill there. 165. 35 Chevy pickup hood there for $100 1/4. Some Ford garnishes back here. 35 coupe it says on that. No price on that one. It's a single taillight bracket. That's for a 36. It's kind of bent though. Yeah, we just got a good deal. We got a 34 Dodge dash rail arrows on the guy's $2 table. That's what happens when stuff is all mixed up. You can find deals like that. You just got to know what you're looking for. 3,200 on the Sinclair sign. All kinds of different electrical tools. Got a Buick hood there for 45 bucks for best offer. Got the hood ornament and all on it. 475 on the Quaker State sign. And he's got all kinds of stuff on the signboard here. 63 Falcon. There's an Avanti, Cougar, and all kinds of parts and pieces. So if you need to catch that guy, check out my eBay store, all that stuff. There's his information. Well, as we were looking at that 66 Caprice there, we got a scolding from the owner. Here they are at a public swap meet, and they're worried about if we're taking a video of his car, giving them free advertising. It's kind of absurd some of the times. I think they just, I don't know if they don't want people to see that they have a $40,000 car they're selling or what's going on. Because why would you not want it advertised? And why would you not?
Yeah, actually, I bought them full.
You know, I mean, you're coming to a public place, so there's all kinds of people taking cell phone pictures and videos, and I'm far from the only one doing YouTube videos, so it's just kind of interesting. That's a good looking grill right there. 32 Plymouth, $795 on that. This guy's got all kinds of garage art here and stuff they've made up. Lamps and stuff. This is kind of interesting. 20 bucks. It's a decoy with a light bulb sticking out the neck. You got tractor parts back there. John Deere hood. 200 for the set of wheels there.
Red light on your back? Well, then you just weren't cool, were you?
All kinds of fenders and stuff here. There's a 30s headlight. That looks like a 35 Ford. And we got Falcon fenders there, 150 a piece. There's a 57 Chevy car fender over there. And we got a Nova oil pan there, 100 bucks. All kinds of GM stuff there. Check this wagon out, 63 Mercury. This one's 10.5. Arkansas car, it says. See if I can get the other side, show you the number.
It's got a shelf on the side of the car.
Oh, I guess I gotta go back to the other side. Number's only on the one side. But anyway, pretty cool looking Mercury Colony Park station wagon. There's all your information. They're from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Really nice.
Pretty cool car.
Or is it all beat up?
Yeah, we got some 36 Ford parts back there. The hood for 300. There's a lower grill pan there. Right there, 100. Nice looking 37 grill here for 1,300. Newell stock 36 grill there for $2,000. I even got a winter front for 36. These are kind of unusual. 400 on that, but in the winter you could close up. That's a Pines too. See the name on there. Now, if you find one for a 32 Ford, they're extremely valuable. But basically, you'd close up those doors to warm up your car in the winter. Good looking pickup, but that looks like it's just a ride. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe it's got a for sale sign on it. 2,500 on these. Newell stock 37 slant back. $4,000 on a Cushman. 1,400 on a little golf cart turned into a hot rod. And I don't think that one's for sale. I think it's just a driver there, a short box. Pretty nice looking truck though. Yeah, this guy's got quite a slew of stuff here. It's a nice looking Elgin bicycle, 400 bucks. It's a good looking Elgin girls bike with a little kid rack on the back there. You can have your kid sit in there. Pre-war Elgin. All kinds of these little chairs here made up out of, that's kind of interesting. They take seat belts and they redo these chairs. 30 or 60 bucks depending on what they are. This guy's got a giant collection of oil cans in here as well. All kinds of oil cans lined up down either side. Lots of varying prices on those. $100 on the Atlas cabinet there.
Bill would buy this because Bill buys.
Coke cooler there for $500.
I was looking at it. It looks like brand new distributor. $40 with the cap.
Some more street signs here.
Look nice. Brand new.
That's kind of a cool sign there, Shady Lane.
That'll be good.
I know a few guys that would like to, or that should have that. There's got all kinds of license plates going to the sky there. $5 a piece on the quart cans. Headlight bar here for $150. All kinds of door handles. This guy brings a ton of stuff. He goes, the cans I was showing you, this booth comes through like an L shape. It comes out this side. A lot of stuff. This is kind of wild. A stallion.
That's cool.
Through wheel bike with a fairing on it. Or a full body, I guess. 64 Vespa here for $3,200. The snowmobile sign's kind of cool there, $25. I think somebody would like that up this way. A lot of snowmobile collectors. Cool stuff.
Oh, no fun.
Yeah, we'll keep scooting along here. Got $450 on the El Camino tailgate there. You don't find those around too often. 59 El Camino, real popular year. Here's some wide 5 hubcaps, 25 a piece. Those fit 36 to 39 Ford. This is a cool truck here. Got Cummins power in it, Diamond T. And he's got all kinds of stuff on here for sale. And there's the phone number. Here's some of the list of them with the prices. Nice pair of Jeep doors here, $200. Well, this guy's got some cool stuff here. Got a Pennzoil sign there for $2.25. Some different toys here. Got a Coke truck there for $75, missing the grill. That's a Marks. This is kind of a nice little colorful Nationwide, $135 on that. I think that might be Wyandotte.
Yep. Everything works on it.
Which are reproduction signs here, $20 a piece. Here's a good looking Coke one, or a Chevy one there, sorry. $37.50 on that one, porcelain. Here's the $5 table. That's back into that booth we caught on the other side.
$5 knife.
Thank you. I don't need a knife.
You sure?
Yep.
Look good with one in your hand.
There's a BB gun here. Red Ryder. Even got the saddle ring on there. $1,500 on this sign here, stamp tin. $18.50 on the Goodrich Silvertone. That's a nice looking sign there, porcelain. It's fairly common, but a nice colorful sign. $150 on the DeKalb. Anyway, some cool stuff. These guys have all kinds of emergency lights and sirens and all kinds of stuff. Got some cool stuff here. All varying prices. Light bars and everything. There's some bumpers here. GTO front and rear bumpers. That's something you don't see too often. A retractable rear window glass. $57.89 for Ford retractable hardtop convertible.
Fries and a drink.
And he's got all kinds of die cast and stuff here. There's a Thunderbird trunk block there. For $19.60 it says. A couple Cadillac hood ornaments, but they're not the originals. If they were, those would be a gift, but those are aftermarket. And you got a pair of Nova fenders there, 70-74. Those are $400. A couple bikes here, $250 for the Schwinn, $150 for that Schwinn there. $115 for the Model A rear fenders, but they're fiberglass. Guys got all kinds of Model A stuff here. Some wheels for 30 bucks a piece. All kinds of mechanical parts and stuff there. Got a bunch of body parts here. 75 a piece on the front fenders. 100 a piece on the rear fenders. 150 on this hood. 750 on the cowl. This guy's got a bunch more oil cans here. Nice Firestone sign back there. All kinds of lights. These here go on a sign, I believe. They're $3 1/4 for the pair. These are 60 bucks a piece for a garage. And he's got all kinds of stuff over here along the trailer. Nice diamond T badge for the side of a hood. And some General Motors ones too. You don't see those too often. 175 on the GMC. Nice little stoplight there for a bus or a truck. Directional lights here with the arrows on them. Let's get some cool tail lights and stuff. I think that might be a 39 Olds or something. Not sure on that one. And he's got all kinds of signage back there. 3300 on a Sinclair. Kinds of Finn Buick drums here. Don't see the price on those. Well, I did ask him on the, he's got these are Chevy parking lights and those are Ford headlight stands. So I figured I'd ask him on them, but he thinks they were a set, so he really has no idea what they are. But wants 125 for them. I offered 100. And he said, no, that happens. It's just kind of funny when they, you know, if they don't know at all really what it is. I mean, two totally different things. Yet they want a bunch of money for them. But that's the pluses and the minuses of a flea market. 100 1/4 on the international tailgate there. It's not too bad. It's got a little rust on the bottom, but they're hard to come by. So sometimes you come across stuff and people are willing to negotiate. And it seems like whenever somebody comes to my booth, they want to offer me half what I got on something, and then whenever I go to buy something, they can't possibly knock off $5 on a $500 item. It's kind of funny how that happens, but then we'll go to another booth and they'll be very negotiable and, you know, want to actually sell stuff, not want to take it home. So that's the two kinds of deals you run into. This is a nice little. It's not a pedal car. You use the handlebars, you rock it back and forth, and I think they call it a mail car or something. I'm not sure. 175 on that. Look at these new all stock fenders there, right in the original Ford paper there. Mustang fender there. Got some nice accessory caps here. Some cool stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, you'll get a vendor wristband and you can bring any cooler. We actually do a share, but yeah.
Mostly all Ford stuff in this booth.
Yeah, when you're in the parking lot, maybe call.
It's an interesting rear axle there, sold. I had an overdrive on it. There's some 60s Ford truck stuff. Truck doors, headlight bezels. $200 a piece on this pair of doors. Those will fit a 61-6. And this guy's got a lot of chrome over here. All redone. These might be the Bumper Boys or one of those companies. No, it's DNA Chrome they're called. So if you're interested in their kind of stuff, they got all kinds of Chevy grills that are all re-chromed and bumpers and such. Oops, Parker found a pair of headlights back here.
Yeah, I got
35 Chevy Master, it says. Looks like he found something good. He's getting good at spotting them. Well, Parker just bought the Chevy headlights. Those are Chevy Master 1935 with the stands. I got a couple of headlight pods, but these are some 35 car headlights, Ford, that have been hot rodded and pinstriped. He wants $280 for those. And he's got some 33.4 stuff here, fenders and stuff. These are $1,000, 2 fenders with the brackets, the whole shebang there. Yeah, here's another guy that does all kinds of chrome and stainless steel molding, polishing. But look at how they chromed out this snowblower and got a bit of glitter paint job there. But he does all kinds of work on the stuff, and you can see custom plating in Wisconsin. Got a snowmobile front here. $20 on that. Fiberglass front. 45 on that deck lid. There's another snowmobile front here. $30 on that one. This guy's got all kinds of license plates, boxes and boxes, mostly Wisconsin ones back there. Here's a dolly for a tow truck here. $250 on that. It's kind of cool. These signs here are kind of cool. These would be good for put in your garage, you know, just kind of fun. They look like they're out of a dealership or something. And we got a $2,000 85 Blazer back there. No number on it though. Yeah, this one's got a slew of bicycles here. I saw some of these are kind of funny. This one's got flames and stuff on it there, and they get their nickname right on there, Puss. Kind of cool. And some 3-wheel trikes. We'll keep scooting along here. $15 a piece on the stop signs. $30 a piece on all these oil cans. Quite a collection of them there. Yeah, the Maytag one up top isn't too bad. These doors are cool with the sign on them there. $75. That would be a good wall art. 10 grand on the 68 Charger here. $50 a piece on these railroad lights. Got some water pumps here, $200 a piece on those. There's all kinds of exhaust parts here. Honda, $200. Maybe takeoffs off bikes, I'm not sure. Getting quite a pile here. Parker's pulling the wagon. Consoles here, Chevy consoles, $100 on a red one. Couple more there, SS automatic consoles. Yeah, let's get on the other side now. 100 a quarter on the boiler, copper one with a tin top. I got some cool pedal tractors here. Like the little Farmall there, the greenish one. I've got one just like that for sale at my own booth.
Yeah, but I do have a used seat.
This one has been repaired. I guess they've welded the steering column support.
But I got one. I got a used one.
And this guy has a slew of chrome here.
I'll give you a call Monday. Thank you so much.
All kinds of chrome. Mirrors, ornaments, wood ornaments. Look at the Chrysler ones here. There's a Chevy one right there. All kinds of stuff. Nice pair of guide headlights there. Jump around this side. There's some Ford headlights here.
32 commercial.
Yep. What do you got on those?
Probably 100 a quarter.
Okay.
No language.
Well, this guy's got all kind of signage here. Big text go ahead signs, $9.75. This is kind of cool here. All the Dietz lights on this display here, $195 on that. That's pretty interesting. You don't see that display very often. All the truck marker lights and stuff that would go on a trailer there. But we got all kinds of signage and stuff in there. But we got a little music back in there, so we're not going to jump back into that booth. $150 on the Uniroyal. Well, there's another big collection of signs here. It's $3 grand on the Ready Kilowatt there. $1,000 on the Coke, the big one. $800 on that big Coke. We've got a big IGA stores here for $1,500. Big porcelain one. All kinds of cool stuff here. Got all kinds of banana seat bikes. Look at the Pontiac Bonneville convertible coming in there on a rollback. But there's quite a collection of banana seat bikes here. The old Buckaroo with the Western style seat on it. It's a Huffy for $70. And we got $7,500 on this 73 Plymouth here. 175, 250, 200, depending on the banana seat bike there. And we got a little rat rod here. Chevy grill, Chevy cab on it, I guess, 8,700. And we got a little Ford Ranger here, 5,600. Oh, it's got a Perkins diesel in it. It says 1983. It's kind of interesting. But I don't see the phone number on there. 400 on the 36 hood. Ford. 8,800 on that one. Another rat rod. This is kind of cool back here. They got a Dodge van grill here. Real nice shape too, the aluminum.
Doesn't look like it, but it is.
We'll keep scooting along here.
Daredevil.
Mercury steering wheel there. Oh, we got Papa Murphy's Pizza. 75 bucks on the, let's see, that one, is that for threads or what? I think it's the equivalents. Different measurements and stuff on there. Skylock bumpers, $4.75 a piece.
I don't really care. I'm not gonna be. It'll get warm before you.
Got some Ford 1.5-ton truck bumper braces there, 25 a pair. Cheap enough. 59 Ford wagon gate.
Yeah, well, what I planned on doing is I'll go and cut Mike Alt's trees down, and then I can talk to you when I get there.
All kinds of stuff in through here. Ford parts, Model A parts, early V8 stuff. Okay, they've got 25 grand on the Firebird convertible here. Looks like they got an auction coming up too. Don't see a phone number on that one, but maybe you can contact that auction and find out. I'm not sure. Now, this is kind of wild over here. Got a Chevy pickup that's really been severely slammed here. Looks like it's half buried in the ground. Looks like they use a, I don't know if that's a golf cart motor. Just for fun to cruise around the swap meet and stuff. Could never drive that on the road, but it's pretty cool when you see it going down the road here, or down the aisles here. It's a good looking Mopar here.
Why wouldn't you have that?
45 grand on that one. 64 Fury, there's your information. It's a clone, 440 clone car, it says. Pretty cool. And we got a little Chrysler LeBaron here, 21,000 miles, low mileage original, 6950. Nice clean car. Good price for that, seems like. 64 Caddy with a 429 V8, 16.5 is the price. Nebraska car. That's all your information on it.
Got some tires on it.
Yeah. Good looking Cadillac right there. I don't see the phone number on there, otherwise I'd show you. It's kind of panning on. This is the main aisle that comes into the place. We're set up that way a ways. And we've bought a bunch of stuff here, so at the end of the video we'll show you what we got. We always end up buying a few things at these swap meets, so it's always fun to see what you get at the end of the day. It's a cool little pedal tractor here. It's belt drive. Track haul it's called. It's got a cast aluminum nose and seat, 135 bucks. Got some nice Wisconsin plates here, 60 bucks a pair.
I think it's $60.
These are for a Buick Riviera, 45 a pair. And it looks like we got a car deal here. Got a few good looking cars and a pickup. And this one's got the swamp cooler on it. This is a GMC pickup, and that's a deal you put ice and cold water in there, and the air goes in there, then it blows it into your window. That's an early form of air conditioning. This is a 5-window cab, $29.5 is the price. Clapper Motor Cars, it says there. Really nice looking GMC. It's got the deluxe ornament on there. 5-window cab with all the stainless. $29.5 on this one.
Redirected, I think.
Arizona Car. So these are all the same owner here, so you can catch that name on the first one there. The pickup had the name and phone number on it. We might show it to you again here. Show you on this one. This one's $39.5, 41 Mercury. Convertible, there it is again, Clapper Motors. Get the skirts on there. You don't see 41 Mercuries too often. There it is. Pretty cool car. And we got a 2003 Corvette here. This one's $37.5. Then we have a 78 Datsun Southern Car, solid 280Z, 2+2, 11.5 on that one. Anyway, so we got a few cars for sale there. Kind of a cool porcelain sign there, $2,000. Economy Auto Stores. And over here we got a Chevy pickup. This one's all on parts. Looks like a 60 or 61 probably.
I'll ask.
Looks like the bed's laying on the back with there in pieces. It's a 61 for $2,000. No front fenders or tailgate, it says on the label.
They're just like the ones that came behind when I got
It's a cool looking sun visor here, $300. I've had that one before. It's kind of unusual because it's like three-dimensional. It's like a wing, where usually there's a flat piece. Yeah, a 650 on that Ford F-150 grill. And here's another cut-off Chevy here, $350 on that one.
What about in your radio?
A Mustang here that's all blown apart. Looks like they're working on putting wheel wells and stuff in it. I don't see the price on that one. All kinds of cool stuff here. This is like a Fat Man wheel here, $475, but that's an unusual one. It's locking. Yeah, I guess it slides up, so I believe that's like a Fat Man wheel. They're made to slide out of the way a little bit on an early car where they're hard to get in and out. Got some screws on the side. Look at the original finish on that, all crackled. Anyway, it's a cool steering wheel. $750 on the Buddy L dump truck, $2.25 on the Metalcraft. There, I'll get a nice Kingsbury in there, $975 the pumper. Kind of hard to see with that reflection. $2,500 on the scooter. $575 on the Structo. That's a cool sign there. Lawnmowers, sharpened, $675 on that. Nice scale model boat here, $12,000 on that one. So all kinds of cool stuff. A couple Honda ATVs here, three-wheelers, $1,000 each on them. 200 cc's on them. And all kinds of Milwaukee tools. That's a cool looking boat there, but it's sold. $35,000 is what that sold for. Chris Craft, nice looking boat. Yeah, we got some pedal cars and a wagon, or a pedal car and a wagon here, $600 on that one. That's a Murray station wagon, and we got $275 on the little rapid delivery wagon there. That's pretty cool. Here's another one of those that we saw earlier in the video, and I forget what they are called, but that's what they are, Irish mail cart. That's another one there. A few old toys here. This is a good one here, the True Scale. It's a little International Scout, but it needs the windshield, or the cab maybe. $50, not too bad though. Pretty good original paint on it. The Pontiac wood ornament there. It's missing the ring around the Pontiac head. $150 for the Chevy tailgate, good patina tailgate. And this guy's got all kinds of little signs here. $700 on the Goodyear, $1,000 on the Remington. And there's two of these federated here for $125 for the pair. And we'll just keep walking down the road here. This guy's got all kinds of Chevy and GMC stuff here. Some Loadmaster emblems. Chevy truck, door edge guards, and this is a nice hood ornament there. Let's get some rarities. That GMC one there, he wants 500 on that. 2 1/4 on that GMC. 175 on that blue and yellow one. There's some Town and Country horns there for 37 Chevy pickup. These are Newell stock rear fenders for panel truck 37, 38 Chevy. I don't see them too often, but they're kind of thin compared to a pickup one. GMC emblems, he's got 35 bucks on that one. There's a Buick side mount cover there. Pretty cool. Then we got some Plymouth stuff here. The hood ornaments, 110. Got the gauge cluster. 41 Plymouth stuff here. These are kind of unusual. These headlight buckets, you don't find those too often. 300 for the pair. That's quite a bit of Mopar stuff. And it kind of mixes up over here. All different make stuff on this side. 200 bucks on the Stromberg carburetor there. 65 on that windshield, marked down to 35, I guess. Got an early trunk here. 55 bucks on that. And he's got some stuff on his signboard. There's his information. You can pause on any of those you want. And this guy's got all kinds of cool stuff. 175 on the Camaro AM/FM radio. Kind of unusual. Or not unusual, but hard to come by, I guess. Some Model A stuff up in there. Transmissions, Model T Cross members. There's some Model T wheels here. Wishbones there for the back. Radius rods, 50 bucks a pair on the bottom ones. 40 bucks on the grill there. These are kind of cool grill guards here. This one says Buick, 75 bucks, 51 or 2 Buick, but that's the whole wraparound grill guard. Seemed like that would be a decent deal on those. And we got another scooter here, 2,200 on that one, 1959.
On the other side of the building.
Buick grill there for 40 bucks.
Thanks a lot, Mom. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're welcome.
57 Chevy fender. 300 on a set of 5 wheels there. This guy's got some Model A stuff here. Got gas tanks here, 28 9s, 40 bucks a piece. Wheels here for 25. Carburetors in the box here. The Zenith cast iron carburetors. 90 bucks for a radiator. He's got hoods, he's got small trim pieces. There's a 31 grill back there.
I think I'm going to have to contact the...
All kinds of horns here. Nice restored one right there.
All the U.S. club guys.
And we got some Model T stuff here. Nice brass radiator, 400 or best offer. Looks like it needs a little repair. There's some 48 to 50 F1 front fenders. 450 with the lower panels. They need some patching.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
And we got a
performance stuff.
dent side Ford cab there. Don't see the price on that one. And there's a $1,500. I guess maybe that's the cab they have on there. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's got all the information there on the sign. This guy's got some toys and stuff. Got the plastic General Lee right there, and that other Charger's 100 1/4. Some more flea market-y stuff in there. These lights are pretty cool with the colored shades on them. 10 bucks a piece on those. Got some early gas pumps here. Need some TLC, 1950 for the pair. And we got some more signage and stuff here. There's a Firestone sign there for $5.50. Yeah, just kind of pan around. That guy's got a whole bunch of reproduction porcelain signs. Got some toys and stuff up in here. There's the Buddy L high lift hydraulic dump. That's a decent one there, 200 bucks. That blue and white one. Tonka wrecker over there is 2 1/4. Buddy L wrecker is 2 1/4. Buddy L Texaco truck there is 100 bucks. Just to give you an idea of a few of them. $1,500 Yamaha golf cart there. 200 on the gift house stamps sign. Scoot along up the road here a little bit. Some good looking seats there. 66 Galaxy convertible, 150 bucks. Some 41 Ford hoods back there, 250 a piece. These are some good wheels here for Ford. I'm just trying to see what the size is. 17.5 8-lug wheels. Those are for 60s Ford F-250. Now we got a 67 GTX here, 4-speed car. One of 2,486, 27.5 on that one. Good looking car right there. And we got another rat rod here. I don't see any information on. Maybe it's on this side here. Let's check it out. No, no information on that one. Maybe it's just their ride. Looks like it's got a big truck or maybe industrial flathead. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell us on the video there. And we got some more bikes over here. Nice little Schwinn in the back, Jaguar, black one. And we got 250 on the Schwinn Excelsior there, 675 on this one. This one is a Roadmaster. 1100 on the Blatt sign. I have that same sign with a big shotgun blast right in the middle of it. 250 on the split windshield visor. That's a good piece right there. Now this is a friend of ours from Wisconsin, so if you see anything in this booth, we can hook you up with them. Some Ford dashes there. Looks like some Chevy disc wheels back there for a late 20s Chevy. $250 on the Chevy hood there, Colorado hood, nice rust-free hood. Yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff there, so if you're interested in anything, let us know. We can hook you up with them. These are kind of interesting here. These are fender shields there for a 1930 or so Chevy there. Stone guard on the rear fender there. Got 450 on the pedal car right there. These are kind of cool too. This is a Mercury dash here for 9.5, and it's been narrowed up to fit on a 39 Ford. That's pretty cool. Notice how small the glove box door is. This is another unusual thing here. This is a running board service kit, or gas cans and stuff there. 450 on that, but that's an early piece right there. You can see the name on the top. So he's got some cool stuff anyway. This one's also like a cutaway of a trailer hitch there, or a rear axle. This looks like I don't know if that's a gynecologist or maybe probably more likely a shoe person to work on your shoes there, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't know. Not sure on that one. This is a cool Coulson trike here though. $350 on that one. Nice original paint. And we got a cool old country store door there, colonial bred, with the door push on it. That's pretty nice. And we'll keep scooting along here. Some transmissions, transfer cases, all kinds of wheels and stuff. And there's our concession stand over there. These are cool. I think these are out of a Pullman car or railroad car. 100 bucks for the pair. It's actually probably a good deal.
That staple insulation and 2x4s.
Yeah, we got some globes there. Man, this guy's got all kinds of stuff on his signboard. There's a name right there and stuff. You can see all these. You pause on whatever you want. Show them all to you here. Quite a bit of stuff for sale. Model T there, 12 grand. 392 Hemi in that. Chrysler. This is cool here. 28 FWD, four-wheel drive truck. Console here for 500 bucks. Grand Prix Catalina stuff, a lot of Pontiac stuff there. Trunk is sold. Jump over here because we got a square body pickup right here. It's a good looking Chevy square body. All original right there. 63,000 miles. You don't see the price on there, but it's a nice looking truck right there. Model A grills. Some Model A doors here, $100 on that one. Passenger door, looks like it's rusted out on the inside maybe. Some Willys Jeep doors here. You don't see those around too often. Bunch more Model A stuff. This guy gets a lot of Model A stuff here. Seen him in previous years.
He teaches auto shop. Yeah. Okay.
That's a cool New York Central Lines hat there.
Okay.
Some flathead heads.
Sure. Oh, you take the ferry over, huh? That's getting a little pricey.
Some die-cast models here. And some spare tire blocks for Fords. This cool old washing machine here, $80. It's an old school one with the ringer on the top. $2,400 on the golf cart there. Well, that's a cool camper right there. Custom-made camper, $3,900. There's your phone number. Call Mark. 450 pounds. And we got a 30 Pontiac here. This is really nice. You can see this one. I went out with Mark here out to Colorado, and he picked up this Pontiac at a state deal out in Colorado. So we have a video of that as well. We get all kinds of videos. So if if you're into doing swap meets, if you want to see the previous years of Iola, I think we've been doing the videos here for 3 years now. So there's all kinds of different videos of them. You can go back and see our older ones. This is pretty cool though, this little camper. Tow that behind a pretty lightweight car. And the Pontiac, he's done a lot of nice work to that. It's looking good. He's got it running good and stuff. And I think this one is, let's see the price here, $14,500 on that. And he's got a real rare Harley Davidson motorcycle here. Low production numbers on this one. Nice bike. Kind of a barn find look to it. And he's got it all running good. He's been driving around here. It's got the sidecar. There's your price. It's a UH, 80 cubic inches, so this will get up and go. Only 108 built, 75,000 there. So anyway, we can get you in touch with him, or you can just catch his number off there. Well, we're over here in our own aisle. Check out some of these. There's a $500 bike there. And we got a Corvette and a little Rambler U.S. Army. I don't see, oh yeah, there is a price on this one. 10 grand on the Corvette, or best offer, 1974. Looks like there's a phone number there too. I can show you their card. And let's see if these other ones have a tag on them. I don't see anything on the Rambler. And we got a $7,900 Camaro here. Oh, and it looks like we got a station wagon up here. We might as well go check that out while we're here. This guy's got all kinds of stuff here. Snowmobile parts.
Okay, we're gonna hurt some kids now.
This one here is $2,500, 1986, and there's your phone number. Get around the other side. This one's an Oldsmobile. And this guy usually has a lot of Chevy stuff. He's got an advanced design heater there. There is a Ford heater right there. Some GM dashes. He usually gets a lot of 30s and 40s Chevy stuff, or GM stuff. So we'll kind of pan through what he's got here.
Is that okay?
All kinds of carburetors, door handles, window frames. There's a 38 Chevy grill down there. And a bunch of hood ornaments over here. Got a couple engines here. This one's a 1938 V8 60 horse. This one's 5,500 right there, and it's all done up. 125 over. That's 5,500, and this one is also 5,500. This one's a 31 Chevy 6-cylinder, all done over. Looks like a bunch of new old stock Ford stuff here, and we got another wagon here. This one's 8,500. Another Oldsmobile. This one's a pretty good original. There's your phone number and stuff on there. 403 V8. Got AC in it too. And it's even got a roof rack and everything ready to go. 77 Olds. That one's loaded. Auto Tilt Cruise AC, 99,000 miles. That's a nice car right there. Got a trailer hitch on it. Nice original interior. That'd be a good car for somebody. Yeah, this guy's got all kinds of doors here. Model T doors, 200 for them all. He's also got a hood and stuff. These are 1920s Model T doors. There's a $25 hood, another $25 hood. Got some nice brake drums here, some more finned aluminum Buick drums. Some good looking gauge clusters here. This one's for a 40 Ford truck.
Rear end out of a Scout. Same load pattern, 5.5.5 volt.
That looks like, see this one has got the low gear, second gear, third gear. So that's for a bigger truck, and this one does not. So that's for a pickup. Now they've got all kinds of art over here, like hand-painted fish and stuff. And then in here we got a lot of vintage toys. It's kind of a nice little true scale dump truck there, 200 bucks the best offer. Those are pretty sought after. This is kind of a cool little armored car bank there. Japanese tin, 45 bucks. Nice console there, 68 to 70 Galaxy, 300 bucks. And we get all kinds of miscellaneous antiques and some toys over there. Got a painted on door there. Got a Kendall sign there for $4.50. This is kind of cool. 45 bucks on the Walker muffler. And then across the street here we got some headlights here. A bunch of 36 Ford headlights, 40 Chevy. Looks like he's 4 1/4 on the Chevy ones there. 3 1/4 on the Ford ones, 36 Ford. All kinds of cool stuff. We can get you in touch with this guy here if you see anything you want in this booth. We do know these people. There's a nice pair there. I think those are maybe Packard. $395 on them. With the big mohawk down the back of them. Got some cool stuff though. 35 Ford wheels back there for $395. Yeah, this guy's got quite a mishmash of stuff here. Got a few things on the sign here. Looks like he's in Iowa. There's your information. All kinds of barn finds there. There's an old 41 Ford truck down there. Model T Roadster. Looks like it's sold. Some more stuff on there. Any of these things you can pause on them and check them out. All kinds of different information on there. Look at the straight 8 cylinder head there. This guy's got all kinds of Unity spotlight stuff here. So if you need Unity parts, here's where you go. You're the Unity man, right? Got all the switches, emblems, even the Nash. Look at the Nash, the Mercury, all the little strips to look at the international truck. Cool stuff. But if you need to get a hold of him, there he is. And he's got some Chevy parts out here. 150 on Newell stock under grill pan. This is an earlier spotlight here. This one's a Lorraine. You can see the older style handle. I'll get on the other side. And you'll notice that some of these are, like this is a bulb and reflector. I don't know how well you can see it in here, but there's a little bulb in there. So you can take the lens off and change just the bulb, where the later ones like this are a seal beam and you'd have to change the whole thing. We got a 1960 Ford dash here for 120. Another dash back there for 58. Edsel, I think, maybe. 100 1/4. All kinds of radios here, 1020. Depends what they are, 10, 20, $5, different prices. Some nice gauge clusters. This is a cool one here. 300 on that. That's an Edsel as well. There's the Edsel grill as well. 50 bucks. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. All kinds of Edsel stuff, huh?
Oh, there is some.
Yeah. All kinds of patches here. Look at the Ham's beer. American Motors. Nice little set of Rambler hubcaps. New old stock, 75 bucks. Two different styles. There's another. These are used. These are new old stock. This guy's got some earlier stuff here. Model A and 32 stuff.
Yep. Briggs is a straight, arched is the murder.
Suspension parts, steering wheels, run board brackets. Steering wheels 25 bucks, with brackets 20 bucks a piece. These are hard to come by. These are the horseshoe shaped pieces that go on a two-door sedan. They're 400 for the pair.
75.
Got the rear window here for 10 bucks. Not sure what that one is.
I would do that.
I'll have to ask him on that one, see if he knows what it is. All kinds of Model T wheels, Buick wheels here. Model A wheels. This guy on this side has all kinds of license plates. All varying years and states and conditions. These are a lot of bicycle plates here, I guess. All the different towns, 25, 30 bucks, depends what they are. 50 bucks on that snowmobile route. That's the second one of those we've seen. And here's a different style. That one's 110. Got some cool stuff though. The Cobb wind catcher there, 165. This is a cool one here. Milk producer, 4 1/4 on that. Little paint chip on the bottom, but pretty cool piece. Nice big wrench there, Lacrosse Plow Company. 80 bucks on that one. And there's a few toys, a little pedal car there. Look at the little Triumph plastic one. This one's made by Marks, 60 bucks. 4 1/4 on that one. It's a Garden. Got some promos back in here. Friction drive Barracuda. That one's 165, real clean. The other two are 60 a piece. Welcome to Muscleville. Oldsmobile rockets rule the road. This guy's got all kinds of Oldsmobile stuff. All kinds of boxes full of it. You name it, he's got it. Bumpers, fenders, steering wheels back there. Don't see much pricing on them. These are Cutlass fenders. Now there's some prices on those front bumpers over here. You got $450 on the closer one, $245, $250 on the other two. Olds rocket signs here too. All kinds of license plates again. A lot of license plates at a swap meet like this. 85 bucks on the Enco cabinet. And I guess that's $365 on that one. Ever Ready floor oil. That's interesting. It's a rocker can. I collect these rocker cans, but that one is floor oil. Kind of cool. Well, this guy has quite a collection of Tonka trucks here, and they're mostly all restored, nicely restored. There's a lot of them, like $350 on the auto hauler. There's a couple custom color ones there. Boat haulers. All kinds of different dump trucks there. There's the Big Mike. That's the most sought after one with the V-plow. Mostly Tonkas, but there's a couple Buddy L's there. 400 on the Allied. He does a nice job restoring them. These are both Buddy L here, 400 a piece, the Texaco haulers. Got some cool stuff. Even got the big Winnebago all painted up. He does a real nice job with them. All kinds of vintage kitchenware in here, and cake dishes and stuff like that. Stuff from the 60s. Some of that stuff is pretty collectible now. Look at the little plastic pitcher there. It's kind of cool. So there's about something for everybody here. This guy's got a lot of mechanical. Look at all the transmission shifters and linkage for 4 speeds. valve covers, steering wheels.
For what I paid for that wheel.
There's some miscellaneous. Some military surplus. Look at these lights here. 30 bucks a piece on those. Old theater seats, 25 each. That's kind of cool. It's a menu sign, 300 bucks.
I had to rewire my garage for 220 because that's all my airplanes.
Yeah, we got a bunch more Mustang parts here. This guy's got 66 Mustang parts there. All kinds of different trim and core supports. With a Winchester 12 gauge box there, that's kind of cool. The old wooden crate. $250 on the seats. And we got a 56 Bel Air convertible here. $19,500 is the price on this one. Show you the information. I do not see a phone number on that.
Oh, car sticker, not Trump sticker.
There's a couple more big loopsters. These are the real tall ones, and they have the standard flapper on them there. $250 a piece. Well, over here we got a couple more for sale. 2020 Challenger RT Scat Pack. There's all your information. 48 grand on that. 392 engine. And we got a Chevy here, 2-door sedan. Small block Chevy in it, 32 grand. There's all your information. This is under the hood. Somebody's put a steel top on it, filled in the top. And they've probably framed it in steel, I'm guessing, because a Chevy of this year would be full of wood originally. Usually guys that street rod them put a steel frame into them, make them a little better. And we got another Chevy across here. Let's see what this one is. 2200 Chevy Coupe. There's your phone number. Looks like it's got a little floor rust, but it's a Wisconsin car. That's how it goes. GTO rear end there, 66 GTO. It says 200 bucks. Yeah, this guy's got Mustang parts and Thunderbird parts right there. All kinds of different stuff. You got a C4 bell housing there, 150 bucks. The Mr. Tire sign, 200 bucks. That's plastic. 2,700 on this pump. That's a good looking Art Deco style pump. And there's another pump there that's pretty rusty for 2,500. Looks like 1,800 on the entrance sign with the arrow. And you can see the Iola Tower back there up the hill. So the top of the hill over there will be our second video. We're going to split this up into two different videos here at Iola at the swap meet. And we'll do the car corral and the car show as well. We'll keep walking up the aisle here a little bit, see what else we can find. Looks like some stuff under these tents over here, so we'll get over this way. There's a Elgin boat motor there, 450. All kinds of different trim pieces and parts. These are your miscellaneous $3 a tray, $5 a tray. A couple good looking fans, 40 bucks on that one. 80 bucks on that one with the brass blade.
Well, we all do our best.
We'll jump over this way. There's all kinds of crates and stuff up in here. Some Chevelle fenders for $250. Chevelle hood there. All these crates are full of stuff. $5 a piece, $2 a piece, you name it. All kinds of trim pieces, mechanical parts. Now we got a 67 SS, 4,800 bucks. It looks like it got in a wreck at some point. We'll deliver 4,800 oboe. No phone number on that. Boy, I got hammered on that side too. It's too bad that one got wrecked like that. Got a $175 advanced design door. And we got a few things on here. 51-3 caddy stuff and a Thunderbird, but I don't see the information on there. I'll check the other side. Yeah, it does have a phone number there, so you can check that. Pause on any of those you want to. All kinds of miscellaneous in here. Look at the big heavy trailer hitches there on the ground. This is about a 1930, maybe 31 Nash headlight. Look at this, the guy makes old tin types and stuff with the old style camera. That's kind of cool. There's some Hudson headlights here. I recognize these. We have some of these on the 25 Hudson Brom we have. Yeah, this guy's got consoles. He's got steering columns here. Tilt-away Mustang. Transmissions here. 64 Fairlane, it says. 67.9 Mustang. Impala steering wheel there. More consoles. Yeah, jump across the aisle here. Got some shoebox Ford parts. There's a Newell stock quarter panel and a trunk lid. $100 on the lid. $95 on a quarter for a sedan, I guess. He's got all kinds of stuff back in here too. He's got a Newell stock Comet. I don't know if that's a hood, I guess. Not a trunk lid. Another 60 Ford hood, Newell stock. There's a 52 to 4 Mercury door. Must have got into a dealership somewhere and got some cool stuff. I got some buckets here. Chevy Truck and Blazer for $550. Fulton Visor for $450. Another one for $550. That's kind of a cool dual carb, Stromberg carbs. $700 on that. We got a Ford Rat Rod here. $17.5 on this one. Got a 36 grill, 40 cab. There's your information. Calls it a 47. And we got a 34 truck grill there for $750. GMC grill or tailgate back there for $250. The clock there, that looks like a beer advertisement. I don't know, I can't see it from here. Land of the Blue Waters, yep. That one is $9 1/4. Hams. Hams is really sought after in the beer collectibles. $40 on the Ford radio. There's some gauges, 65 there. 75 a piece on those two. There's a Ford Dash, 55 Ford, $275. And we got all kinds of signs and stuff in here as well. Some Buick grills, $150 on that one. This one here is $450, marked down from $550. As you can see on this side, we got Iola Car Show over here. There's a pretty impressive car show, so we'll have a video on that as well. You know, we'll be putting one out every couple days, so you just gotta keep an eye on them and you know, see what you can, what you like. But there's a car show and the swap meet and the car corral with cars for sale, so just watch them all if you can. We really appreciate it. We've had a lot of comments here on how people like the videos, lots of people introducing themselves and that kind of stuff, so we appreciate all the interaction. We'll just keep walking here. Well, this guy's got quite a collection of bicycles here. Look at this one, Cruiser. This one is a Firestone Cruiser. Don't see any prices on them. There's a few Schwinn's and stuff in there. 56 Chevy fender there for $200. This is all Tri-5 stuff, all kinds of trim and moldings and pieces. I think we've seen this guy at a few swap meets, so if you can check some of our other ones, you'll see them too probably. But he's got all kinds of Tri-5 stuff there. Got an 84 Mustang here, 8500. Got another Mustang back here. This one's a convertible. It's a 1991. No rust, 57,000 miles, 8,800. Here's the price on that one. And here's an F100. 1973, 8,900. Looks like a good solid long box pickup. Must be from out west or something. Here's your information, but I don't see any phone number on there. And we got a Harley here, 2013, 50,000 miles. This one is 8,500 on that. Kind of cool little playground ride there for $375 cast aluminum.
Across the whole place.
Ford grill there for $3.5. These are pretty cool. I don't know if those are a Hupmobile or Studebaker. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can spot them on the video and tell us. Pretty cool headlights any which way. This guy's got some cool stuff. There's a spare tire mount for a Ford pickup. $100 for one of those tow bars. Looks like we got some 35 and 6 truck grills here. I got $450 on this one, $350 on the 36. Needs some work. All kinds of other stuff in the booth here too. So this guy's name is Turnin' Tin, if you can find him on or Facebook or something probably. But anyway, those headlights he said are 38 Studebaker. So I wasn't sure if they were a Studebaker or Hupmobile or what they were. I think he wanted $850, if I remember right, for him. I did buy a Chevy taillight bracket from him, but those headlights are really hard to find if you need them. But I don't really need them. I'll just be buying them to resell. There's an early bike here. Or a bike, I shouldn't say an early bike. Looks a little newer as I get closer. I don't know what the motor is on the back. Kind of funky.
Don't feed Fluffy.
There's a good piece right up here. Supercharger for a Ford flathead there. $5,000 on that. And this guy's got all kinds of stuff here too. This guy's from South Dakota, so he's out our way. We run into him at a few of the places. Got a lot of early Ford stuff and hot rod stuff. From there, we're gonna jump ahead a ways here. Yeah, this one's a little Chevy pickup, 68 Chevy, $22,500 on that step side short box. And this one they're selling tickets for, I guess, on that one. Now we're gonna finish it up down this way. It looks like some Model T doors, maybe. Not sure what that is there. Maybe somebody can tell us what those are too. It looks like the headlight goes in there. It's a front fender piece. I don't know if that's for like a delivery van or what it is. Kind of funky, whatever they are. I'm sure if you need them, you could spot them quickly, but I don't recognize them myself. We got a bunch more miscellaneous. Got an F1 Ford pickup hood back there. Here's a grill here, $150 or best offer. Looks like maybe a 36 Chevy car grill, I think. Probably a good deal for somebody if you got an insert. The inserts are always harder to come by than the grills, but sometimes the grills are hard to come by that aren't all rotted out on the bottom too. Anyway, we'll finish it up here, but stay tuned for a few minutes because we'll get back to our booth. We'll show you what we bought in this field, and then also after that you can watch the other video, the second of this series. So we'll catch up with you in a few minutes here. Well, folks, that finished up Iola 2025 for us. This is all the stuff we got in the front field, so it's a two-part series, so make sure you catch the other video too. But this will be the first one to go on. We'll show you quickly what we got. This is a hood latch panel for a 46, 78 Chevy car. This is some advanced design front bumper brackets. I got a whole pile, I think there's 10 pairs, and these are pretty hard to come by anymore. These are 46 to 48 Ford cars, all the windshield varnishes. This is, I believe, a Chevy windshield varnish, maybe 37.8, maybe 39, somewhere in there. I got to do a little research on that one. Got a 36 Ford truck grill here, the red one. Got a steering wheel here. I just thought I'd grab that to hang on the wall. It's a pretty cool one. It's got like a gold metallic. I got to clean it up. It's really dirty. This is a very rare hood ornament here. That one's got some pitting on it, but that's for a 53 to 56 Ford pickup truck, and that's an original one, but it does have pitting on it. But you don't see them very often. I stopped by a guy and he gave me that, and I think it's for a 35 Ford truck, but I got to double check that. And this is another unknown here. I have a 39 Dodge car, rear one, and it looks a lot like that. When I get home, I'll compare it, because if you know what it is, it's worth good money. If you don't, it's not. This I got in a guy's, I don't know if it's a $2 or $3 pile. So that was a good home run right there. That's for a 34, 35 Dodge pickup. That's the dash rail. These are a couple Ford rear window bezels, or garnishes. We got a Chevy visor here for a early 50s Chevy visor. These I think are maybe international. They look a lot like a 35 Chevy, but they got a different bracket. And actually you can see the IH in there, so those are international. Probably 34, 35 international truck. Got these little signs just for fun to put in the building. This one's a service manager, assistant service manager, and warranty clerk, and there's the office manager. We can feel important. We'll hang those up. This is a cool piece here. It's metal here, sheet metal, with a small plastic piece, and it says the Fulton Company in there. And that's an accessory interior sun visor, but you don't see those very often. This is advanced design. This is the cowl vent door, goes on the side of the cowl. Got a nice pair of commercial, 32 commercial buckets there with the paint on them. Those are popular for hot rodding. This is a very rare Tonka here, the sanitary truck. And it's got the dump and everything, got the hydraulics, so you can go right up. It's got a little bit of surface rust, but a very rare truck. And this is what they call a Dodge front, but it's after the generic style, and that's got the older style bed, a hydraulic dump. Nice clean one, so I grabbed that. These are a pair. These aren't a pair, I should say. These are two headlights. This one's very rough. This one was pretty good, so I bought them. This is a Guide 682C, and this is a 35 Ford car headlight. Somebody put a seal beam. We'll have to convert that back. I got these are 35 Ford. It's the taillight brackets, and they're new old stock, but somebody sandblasted them. This is a good looking pair of cat's eye driving lights, and notice the forehead on the glass. It sticks way out at the top. Good looking pair right there. We got a pair of these. These are 37 Ford truck. 37, this stand is a little lower, so it makes for a good custom. Gets the headlights down a little lower. Got a 15-inch and a 16-inch. Those are artillery wheels. Got some surface rust. We'll have to clean them up, but those are Chevy. Those are really sought after, especially the 15-inch one. We got a friend over here we got a few things from. This is a spare tire lock, and it says for Chevrolet cars, and that's an early piece, probably late 20s, maybe 1930, somewhere in there. This is kind of cool. This is a Fulton gas pedal, manufactured by Fulton, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We got a Chevy speedometer. Got a couple Ford gauges here, because he had some 39 Ford stuff. There's a nice clean speedometer. There's some dash parts. That's all Ford in the cowl vent. So we got all that. There's another Chevy spare tire lock there too, with a Chevy bow tie right on it, and the key and everything. And I think there's one more. Let's see if I can get in here. Here it is. That's another one. That's like a column lock, I believe, all nickel plated, early column lock. And one more speedometer there, a little Stuart Warner. That's a nice one there, nice and clean. So we got all that in that pile. From this guy, we also got this Buick banjo steering wheel. We got an accessory Ford. That's for the wide 5 1930s wide 5 wheel. This I think is maybe a 35, 36, somewhere in there. Chevy taillight bracket. Got a Dodge 41-7 cowl light. Same truck. That's the speedometer off it. These I don't know. They're tri-beam. They kind of made me think of a Mopar, but some Studebakers have that too, with that lip on the edge. I'm not sure what brand those are, or what model they fit, but tri-beam. Maybe somebody can tell us in the video. And this here is something else that I got to keep. This is really cool. I saw it over here and I was like, boy, there's an old car battery. Then I look close and there's a speaker grill in there, and there's the knobs, and it's a radio. It's a USL battery. Advertisement, like a salesman deal. That's a radio. You pull the top off and you look down in there, and there's all your radio tubes and all that stuff, and there's the plug and everything. So that's a really cool piece. I've never seen one of those. That's from the 1930s. You can see a ventilation slot in there. So that's really cool. So we'll clean that up and hang on to it for a while. But anyway, that's all we got. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All those things are appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next round. Thanks for watching.